Jamari.
What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is Jamari for here once again. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Jamari for here once again. And I'm here to do a Bad Girls Club episode 5 or 6, Rocking the Boat. I think that's what this episode's called. And I probably won't be here with you long because I really just want to kind of touch on the more important things. I was going to do like a play-by-play, but I was, when I was watching this episode, I was over at my friend's house. We was eating some shrimp fried rice, girl, and, you know, I really had forgotten to take notes for the damn show. So I just tried to write down the things that I could really remember that stood out. And so here we go. So the whole life coach thing. You know, the life coach had, I don't think she had every girl. No, she didn't have every girl, but I think she just had like Camilla, Rocky, Sarah, and I think Judy go in and, and Julie. But I don't think Julie did the exercise. But anyway, they just had them do like an exercise where they had a little circle mirror and they cut it in half. On the top, they wrote like, you know, the things that people think about you or that they say about you. And then the bottom is who you really are, the things you want people to think about you and all that other stuff. And, you know, of course, everybody thinks everybody's a bitch, everybody's pushy and stern and blunt and blah, blah, blah. But of course, you know, the underneath is happy, loyal, loving, and all that other good shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cute and all. That's all, whatever. But the two things about the sessions with the life coach that I wanted to mention was, first of all, was Sarah. And Sarah's, the life coach says that Sarah, you know, oftentimes laughs things off. She oftentimes, you know, she's, like I said before, she's too trusting and this, that, and the fourth. And, you know, a lot of times I do that too. A lot of times I laugh stuff off or, you know, just pretend like, you know, stuff doesn't bother me just so that I can let the situation go faster. So I don't, you know, really harp on it for too long because I don't want to, you know, be in that space really. So I try to, you know, do what I can to just get past the moment, even though it may have bothered me. So I do that too, and I can kind of relate how Sarah was feeling or how she deals with, you know, what it is that she deals with. And Julie, interesting, we find out some interesting background about Julie, and she says she has a very good relationship with her adoptive parents, and she doesn't really have a relationship with her biological parents at all because I think up until she was 12, she was told that her biological parents were her aunt and uncle, and I guess at 12 they finally figured out or told her, whichever, that her supposed uncle was actually her mom and dad. And I don't know how, I can't imagine to be in that kind of space where I thought you were, I mean, they still were family. You still think they're family, but your aunt and uncle turns out to be your actual mom and dad. That's kind of strange. Would I be angry? I'm not sure. Because it's not like they just abandoned me and didn't want to see me. They were still in my life to a degree. So I don't know. That's a very interesting position to be in. I guess I can still understand, you know, the anger because you were lied to this whole time, and it's like everybody around you knew what the deal, the truth was, except for you. So that was kind of interesting. So this is where the drama, I guess, insists from or begins, because after Julie had her session, she wasn't really too much with what the life coach had to say, and she went outside, and even though Danny had been hearing, you know, oh, and this is something else. I try to remember the things that Sarah says on her YouTube channel about the things that we don't see. And the whole thing about what Judy said about Julie and saying things about Danny. And the thing is, apparently, you know, Judy, Danny, and Julie are best friends. So, well, actually, okay, I'll say it like this then, it's easier. There are some things that Danny told Julie about her ex and, you know, their relationship that only Julie would know, okay? And Judy had came to Danny and said the same things about her ex that only Julie knew. So that's how Danny knew that Julie was talking some sort of shit about her to Judy. So that's the whole animosity. It's not just, oh, Danny just taking Judy's word that Julie doesn't like her sister or something like that. It was deeper than that. So even though all that went on, Danny still went out and tried to talk to Julie. And for some reason, Julie was just like, Danny, I don't want to talk. I don't want to do this. I just don't want to, blah, blah, blah. And she just shut her off. And I'm just like, why? I just felt like that was an opportunity to savor the friendship that you said you wanted to savor. So I didn't really understand Julie's whole coldness towards Danny at this point. And so we get to this club, and for some reason, who was it? I think it was Danny that said Danny had got offended by something, by that Rocky, I guess, she thought Rocky was saying or something along those lines. And I think it was either Jada or Danny that was saying that Rocky, Julie, and no, it had to be Danny because Jada's involved. So Danny was the one saying that Rocky is the new Natalie, Julie is the new Sarah, and Jada is the new Judy. And so they're like the new trio that everybody's gonna hate, which I'm like, well, I mean, Sarah and Judy are still in the house, so what are you gonna do with the actual people? It was weird. So that whole drama just started off the rest of the drama, which I still couldn't really put the pieces together. I was trying to remember how we even got to this point, but Julie, I think Danny had said something in relation to how Julie has been acting to Rocky and not to her. And all of a sudden, Judy, or Julie, I hate trying to get these bitches' names right, goes on to say something like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm thinking she was just going to leave the conversation. This bitch wants to leave the house and the show entirely. I'm like, what? It just kind of took me off guard a little bit. I'm like, really? Whatever, girl. If you want to leave, bye. Shit. I was getting tired of Julie myself because all she was concerned about was Judy. And it was just getting a little redundant. So it's like, if you want to leave the house, that's fine. And Sarah and Judy start wanting to pack their stuff, and people was trying to say, oh, they're fucked up for doing that. But Sarah had reminded us that Julie was one of the people that was trying to help Red pack Judy's stuff in the earlier episodes. So that's why they was trying to, get back at them. He was like, but of course, they didn't touch their stuff when they realized Julie was crying and whatnot. So let's just get to this whole fight, because Sarah says that she just couldn't take it no more, and she just started like, you know what, fuck it. This girl's been stealing her stuff. They've been fucking with her stuff. It's just time for season 11 Sarah to come out. So she starts going ballistic, talking to Rocky, throwing water at Rocky. And for some reason, Jada comes out the woodworks and tries to push Sarah. Sarah and Rocky get back and forth, and Rocky rips Sarah's hair out again. Poor girl can't keep hair in her head to save her life. Oh, poor baby. Yeah, and then it's like Rocky and Jada, I think, wake up at like 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, whatever it was that Judy said, and they start pouring like liquid detergent and dish detergent all on Sarah and them clothes. And why do I keep wanting to call her Priscilla for some reason? That's weird. Camilla comes up to Sarah and wakes her up and lets her know, what everybody did. And she was like, you know what, at this point, you able to fuck them up. You have permission to fuck their asses up or fuck up their shit or whatever she said. And it looks like at this point, Danny and Camilla are kind of separate from Rocky, Julie, and them. Since Danny and Julie's relationship is kind of dead, it looks like Jada, Rocky, and Julie are kind of their own thing, and now it's like, what do we want to call her? Priscilla, Camilla, and what's the baby name? Ooh, Danny, are kind of like separate, and they're kind of coming towards Sarah, like they're talking to Sarah more, and creating a bond again with Sarah. So that's interesting. So this is where Judy goes a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and she starts yelling out threats. She starts saying, don't come to Chicago because you're going to get beat up with a Glock 40. Now, are you saying you're going to pistol whip bitches? Like, you're not going to shoot them, but you're going to beat them with the gun. I was kind of confused. I'm like, do I not know what a Glock 40 is? A Glock, from what I remember, is, a handgun. So you said you're going to beat people up with a Glock 40. She said, I want to commit arson and burn this bitch down. I'm just like, now, you just don't know what to think when it comes from certain bitches. So, I mean, I guess they should know because Judy's never done something like that in the past, but they just wanted to use that, saying that she's crazy and whatever, just to get her ass off the show. And truth be told, I was over Judy at this point. I was ready for her to leave just so they could stop talking about her. Because I was getting tired of Julie talking about her. I was getting tired of Danny talking about her. And I was getting tired of looking at Judy talking that confessional with that ugly ass blonde bun in her head. I was like, okay, bitch, if they're going to get her out, so be it. And the producers came to her and was like, bitch, you've been saying all this crazy ass shit. Your ass gots to go. So yeah, that's pretty much what this episode was. Honestly, the season kind of did go down after Natalie and Red left. Like, they were actually a good spice for the show. Like, and Red was I was actually liking what Red was given in these episodes that she was in. But hell, even Natalie, even though she was kind of, fucking with people a little bit, it was more as hell. It made it more interesting shit. But anyways, this video is short, but I think my battery's going dead. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry the video was kind of short, but I did just try to get to the main points of the episode. So make sure you guys leave your comments below what you thought about what happened in this episode, and I should be replying to everybody. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Jamar, Washington.